Hello and welcome back to Israel with Aline. I am today in the Judean desert next to the Dead Sea because we are going to see together today a biblical prophecy being fulfilled in these days. We are going to see rivers arriving in the desert blooming and bearing fruit, and the most impressive of all, fish in the Dead Sea region. So if you are ready, let's get started. We are in one of the most extreme places in the world. Look here, the ground is full of salt stones. The region here has a lot of salt, stones, mud. In the summer here, temperatures can reach up to 50 degrees. And that's why, because it's such an extreme environment, there was no life here for a very long time. And looking at such a desolate place, it's hard to imagine what this place was like before. The Bible tells us that until the time of Lot, this was a region as green as the Garden of Eden. And Lot lifted up his eyes and saw all the plain of Jordan, which was well watered everywhere, before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. And it was like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt as you go into Zoar. And a place that is so green will become completely desolate when God destroys the cities here in the region, including Sodom and Gomorrah. We even entered Sodom here a few weeks ago on the channel with the help of Shlomi, who is back here today. Shlomi.
From Baton, Shalom. Guys.
Give shalom to Shlomi. Shalom.
Hello. Very
thankful for being here today.
I'm very moved to be here with you again to receive your friendship and your trust. So today we are going to travel on Lake Amalach and connect our past with the future and the beginning of our future creation.
Guys, the prophecies began to come true here at the Dead Sea, but they are very difficult to access. So Shlomi, who travels here in the region and knows it deeply, will take us, and I will see with my own eyes for the first time part of this prophecy today. The fish of the region in the Dead Sea, I personally have never seen, so I am also excited to be here today, but without further ado. So,
thank you.
Let's get started, guys.
Let's go.
Ezekiel lived in this region 2,600 years ago, and this is what he saw. Salt, mud, destruction, heat, and yet he goes and makes the prophecy that one day this place will return to being green and full of life. Looking at this here, is it impossible to believe in this prophecy? Or almost impossible? Really looking at this desolate place, imagining fishermen here, fruits in a place full of life is very difficult. Let's now listen to the prophecy from beginning to end, and then we will see each little part of it happening or starting to happen in today's days. The prophecy speaks of a river coming from Jerusalem, from the Temple of Jerusalem, and entering the Dead Sea and making its waters unhealthy, untamed. It says that here there will be many fish and fishermen and also fruit trees, but the mud will continue here. A very important part of Ezekiel's prophecy is that here in the region of the Dead Sea, around these rivers, there will be fruit trees. But it sounded a bit impossible. This land is salty. It gets up to almost 50 degrees here in the summer. And despite all of this, look at what's around me. The prophecy also in this part began to be fulfilled. And here we are seeing plantations, in this case a date plantation. Look here. This one here seems quite ripe. It's so sweet. I'll wait a little bit for you to taste it too. But there's a part of this prophecy that's a bit strange. which means that the fruits will never perish, but I'm seeing here part of the dates that fell on the ground. Here in this region, archaeological excavations were made, millennial date seeds were found, and they were planted, and they began to bloom. We can see this part of the prophecy to this day. So if you want Shlomi to take me to the far south of Israel to see this part of the prophecy also being fulfilled, it means another prophecy being fulfilled today. Leave your like here. If this video again reaches 100,000 likes, we will make the whole trip and cross to the south of Israel. But I will take this camera now with me to eating on the way, because we have a lot of things and a lot of prophecy still to talk about today. A very important part related to the fulfillment of this biblical prophecy are the Bolanos, which are these gigantic craters. Shlomi, tell us how these Bolanos came about.
So actually the Bolanos are created when the sea moon slides back and starts to empty and go backwards. So since 1980 they began to develop here with the cold waters from the Jerusalem region, the cold waters that fall in Jerusalem sliding on the part earth and slide towards the direction of the moon of the Eastern Sea. The waters arrive here and dismantle the earth that is below, dismantle the salt that was here thousands of years ago, dismantle it and dismantle the sky, the earth. This sky goes and dismantles the earth that comes from above, goes and dismantles the earth, dismantles the earth, dismantles the earth, until we open a clay in the earth that fills with water. This forest, these waters are full of salt water, which they spilled, the salt forest they spilled from our past, and the waters are now swarming with salt. And by
that they invest salt. This is the Bolano that we see with salt. And this occurrence only started to happen in 1980, and
slowly, many Bolanos developed here that are full of water and full of all different minerals.
Look how amazing. This is a new phenomenon. I mean, from 1980, you said. And how many Bolanos have emerged during this time?
There are over 9,000 Bolanos today, and 2 new Bolanos open every day.
That is 2 Bolanos per day. It's an extremely new phenomenon. And the Dead Sea that is here by our side, it is divided between Israel and Jordan. And how many Bolanos are there in Jordan? Extremely few Bolanos. We are seeing that this phenomenon is so different. It is happening only on the Israeli side and not on the Jordanian side. And how do they have control of how many Bolanos there are, how they open, how do they have this control?
In fact, we manage this and are aware of the outcomes. We follow the direction of the cosmoplanes, which film the earth twice a week and destroy all the land. Thus they give us the impression that the earth is shocked of even a millimeter. We get the impression, and I can know where it is more dangerous to go, where it is less dangerous to go, and where it is better to go. We are going today only to a region that is very safe and changes all the time, but I can tell you at every moment what happens here.
Guys, that's why I'm with Shlomi here today. This is a very dangerous area for those who don't know it, because we are literally walking and literally craters are forming. So here, if a person walks and doesn't know the area, a crater can literally open up. It means that the ground is already giving way when she walks with her weight. It opens the crater. So it's very important that you're here with someone who knows. And is this bowl here from fresh or salt water?
It's from salt water. With the salt water, we can see the salt that shocks here on the ground. And
now let's see if there really is fresh water here and the prophecy of Ezekiel. Guys, we started today's tour at 6 in the morning, and Shlomi said to do this because it wouldn't be so hot. But now every minute that passes, I can feel the temperature rising. We are in the height of summer. It really is very difficult to be here, but I'm sure it will be worth it. Look what we are seeing here behind a river of fresh water running from the mountains of Jerusalem in the direction of the Dead Sea, exactly as in this passage from Ezekiel. He brought me back to the entrance of the temple. Then I saw a spring of water that flowed to the east, coming from under his temple, and passing to the right of the altar, that is, on its south side. He said to me, "This river runs to the east through the desert and the Jordan Valley to the Dead Sea, where it will change its waters, making them fresh and pure." And now we are going to cross this river to the other side, and we are going to do this thanks to the help of Shlomi, who brought a mobile bridge. So let's go there, which is the narrowest part of the river, and we will cross because we still have a lot to see together today. Guys, I'm moved to be here. And I don't know how I'm going to do this adventure again. We're going to go down all this now and get into the water because the only way to show the fish is really going in. So we're going to make the whole descent, get into the waters, and then finally we're going to be able to show you the fish of the Dead Sea and also cool off because it's tough here, so I don't even know exactly how to go down. Water here and the hot water, but I'm going to swim. I'm going to swim to the other side now because of the little fish. Let's go. Wow, can you guys see the fish? That's amazing. That's amazing. Comment here if you guys can see the fish. I know they are small, but it's unbelievable to see fish here in the Dead Sea region. Guys, there are more fish down there. Let's go film them now. You can feel them counting on everything nearby. And besides the fish, we also see aquatic plants here, which means this place is full. Look. Guys, the stomach is extracting algae. Let's keep the camera very still to try to film.
On the moon of death. See the beauty of life, see the beauty of God, the beauty that the Spirit created thousands of years ago, and now it is in our heart, still in our brain. Our generation can still see the laziness. It is fulfilled.
Guys, look at my state because of the clone, but it was very much worth it. And now tell the people, who wants to have adventures here in Israel? How do they find you?
You can follow me on Instagram. We will post the website. You can call me on WhatsApp. You can see my website. And I am making a website for Portuguese speakers now. I would like you to come travel with me in the land of Israel, and I can show you the beauty, the holy and special places, the Salt Tower, which you loved very much in the first film. I am here to show you the land of Israel.
Guys, until next time, a big kiss and remember to like.
Thank you, thank you.